All right, Adolis, congratulations. So happy for you, the ALCS MVP. Will help with translation. If you have a question, just raise your hand. Who's got the first question for Adolis? We'll start with Christy right here.
You certainly heard the home crowd booing you every time you came to the plate. Do you enjoy playing the villain when you're on the road?
Creo que estos juegos, cuando sabe que se ponen con emoción, que las gradas están llenas y gritando, creo que eso a mí en lo particular a mí me gusta y yo disfruto del juego cuando es así.
I think that these types of games, when there's a lot of emotion, the fans out there, they're rallying for the team, it just fuels me, It's just motivation that helps me out when I'm playing.
Kevin in the third row here.
Adolis. Adolis, we're used to seeing your emotions and what you do for the team and what you bring to that dugout. But Corey Seager and Bruce Bochy just talked about that when he came back to the dugout after his home run, how excited he seemed. I'm wondering what that did for y'all as far as where you picked it up from there.
Creo que a mí mismo yo me sorprendí y me dio como que esa inyección de energía cuando yo vi a Corey así emocionado. Todos sabemos que Corey es una persona bien callada, bien tranquilo y él estaba luchando también por ayudarnos a esta victoria y creo que eso nos dio ese empujón de energía que necesitábamos.
I think that gave me a boost, really, an injection of energy. We're used to seeing Corey. He's someone who's calm, someone who, doesn't show his emotions too much. But once I saw that, he came into the dugout, it was something that it made me really feel that energy and gave me that boost to go out there and perform.
Go seated far back on your right.
Hi. When you go back to your baseball career, when you left Japan in 2016, you made a big decision. What does it mean to you, that decision for you? And then how do you think about, look back at that time, what do you think?
Creo que primero que todo fue una experiencia muy bonita. Me gustó mucho visitar Japón y jugar allá. Creo que en ese momento ya yo desde Cuba pensaba jugar en grandes ligas. Creo que era uno de los sueños que tenía. Y así fue como lo decidí.
I think it was a really beautiful experience, really, the one that I had in Japan. It was great. It was amazing. I had a great time there. I think that once I was in Cuba and I knew that I was leaving, I always had my sights set on playing baseball in the United States. So that's kind of like how it went through.
Go to the fourth row on your left.
Jules, going a little bit further back from at your time in Cuba, I'm wondering if you have had the chance to take it all in, the journey, the long journey that you've had to get to here, and what this moment means to you, having all of that in mind.
Creo que significa mucho. Yo en lo personal, ¿sabes? Como muchos otros, hemos pasado por muchas cosas, salir de nuestro país, venir con un sueño, tratar de triunfar aquí. No lo pude lograr temprano en mi carrera, pero creo que no me rendí. Hoy vale la pena por todo lo que me está pasando.
It really means a lot, I personally, I know the struggle that I went through, struggles that we go through when we're trying to, leave, play outside baseball, and I know just everything that I had to go through in the struggle just to get to where I am today, so I'm really grateful for that.
And then your teammates have spoken time and time again about how you are the guy that they want at the plate in hostile conditions such as this whole series here. What is it about those moments, and what is it about playing on the road with fans rooting against you that fuels you that way?
Bueno, yo siempre digo que pongo mi confianza siempre en Dios, que lo va a hacer por mí. Mis compañeros saben que trato siempre de ayudarlos a ganar. Siempre trato de apoyarlos y como ellos mismos me apoyan, trato de darle eso, ¿sabes?, de regreso. Y creo que en esos momentos simplemente estoy pensando en ayudar a la victoria y creo que hasta ahora me ha salido bien.
Like I always say, I put my faith in God first, and He helps me out in those types of situations. I believe that my teammates trust me in those situations as well. I think that they deposit their trust in me. They're seeing how I want to try to perform to help the team win. So I think that's how it happens.
And one row in front on your left.
Adolis, throughout the postseason, you guys have had incredible success wherever you've played, but you are 8-0 away from Arlington. What is it about this team's resiliency to go on the road and be able to have the type of success you've had?
Creo que el equipo siempre se mantiene pensando en cómo hacer las cosas pequeñas, en ayudar a ganar, que es lo que importa. Nadie está tratando de ser el héroe y creo que eso es lo que nos ayuda mucho, que todo el mundo está tratando de aportar su granito de arena para ganar. Y creo que no importa si es en Arlington o es fuera, estamos pensando siempre en cómo podemos aportar a la victoria.
I think the team, they're just good at focusing, or we're good at focusing on the little things. We really just try to, look at what we need to do, little things to get that win or to just be successful. So I think that's really been key for us in having that success on the road as well.
Sean in the fourth row on your right.
Adolis, this is your first experience in the playoffs. Has there been something about the stage, October baseball, that has allowed you to, I guess, raise your game to a different level?
Creo que no se puede negar, ¿no? Octubre es diferente en todos los sentidos, las emociones, el público, todo es diferente. Pero me siento bien, gracias a Dios he podido siempre controlar mis emociones, tratar de hacer lo que siempre hago y seguir siendo el mismo de la temporada.
You can't really deny that October has that type of emotion, it has that type of situation around it. For myself, I just try to keep myself focused on the task at hand, try to perform, try to control the things that I can, and have the success that we can have.
Steve in the third row.
Adolis, Christian Javier has been very successful in his postseason starts, and you completely flipped the tables today. What was responsible for accomplishing that, and also were you intending to be aggressive on the base paths as well to kind of take him off his game?
Creo que ya lo dije, el equipo, siempre todo el mundo hicimos el plan de tratar de cada uno hacer su parte, sabemos la calidad que tiene, tremendo pitcher, y había sido intocable en sus salidas en el playoff. Salimos a tratar de hacer las cosas más simples posible y todo nos salió.
I think, like I said previously, it's all about the team. I think we all went out there with a game plan. We knew how we wanted to attack and how we wanted to perform, and I think that's exactly what we did out there. We were able to get some timely hits off of the pitcher, who's been really good during this postseason, but I think as a team we were able to achieve that.
Do a few more. Alden, straight back.
Adolis, you brought up how it didn't go well for you early in your professional career when you came over from Cuba. What kept you believing that a moment like this, believing in yourself, that you could achieve moments like these eventually?
Es que, yo creo que a lo largo de mi carrera, cuando yo llegué aquí, gracias a Dios, tuve buenos números. Siempre jugué buen béisbol, siempre tuve buenos resultados. Eso es lo que me mantenía, aparte de Dios, eso es lo que me mantenía firme, que yo podía hacerlo, y siempre me tuve eso por dentro, que yo podía hacerlo en cualquier situación, en cualquier liga.
I think that throughout my career, I've just been able to perform wherever I've played. I've been able to keep, good numbers wherever I've been playing and performing. And then also the confidence that I have in God, just trusting Him, trusting the plan, and just, trying to perform as best as I can wherever I go.
A couple more. Jeff in the third row on your left.
Adolis, last night after the game, you didn't talk to the media, and I only remember you doing that one time before, and it was after an emotional game. So what were you going through last night after the game? And how did you get ready for tonight?
Creo que ayer tomé esa decisión porque estaba enfocado en el juego 7. Yo estaba enfocado en hoy y quería tener mi mente en hoy, y no quería decir algo que, pudiera sacarme de mi plan y de lo que quería hacer y ayudar al equipo.
I think that I was just focused solely on Game 7. Yesterday, after the game, that was all that was on my mind. And I really, honestly, I didn't want to, say something or do anything that would get me off track from being able to perform on a game like tonight.
Take two more. Kennedy, the fourth row on your right.
Adolis, you were one of the few people left on this team from the 102-loss team in 21, and you've watched the Astros kind of dominate this division. What does this mean for you guys, especially like you and Nate and Dane, who are left over from that team, to be able to do this and go to the World Series?
Creo que primero me siento muy contento y orgulloso de lo que ha hecho este grupo, de venir y perder 200 juegos y ahora hoy ir a la Serie Mundial. Es algo digno de admirar. No es el hecho de haber ganado a los Astros, que es lo que se enfoca mucho, ¿no? Creo que es el éxito de poder llegar hasta aquí después de haber perdido en 2 temporadas consecutivas, y creo que eso es lo que nos mantiene con la fe de que podemos hacerlo bien en la Serie Mundial.
I think that's something that I think and we're all really proud of. You know, like you said, we've lost almost more than 200 games throughout that journey. I think more than anything, it's not even about beating the Astros or that particular opponent. I think it's how proud I feel about the journey that we've been on and how we've been able to improve to get to this point right now where we're celebrating this victory.
One last one for Adolis. We'll finish up with Gabe on your left.
Adolis, these playoff games are so intense, and this has been a very intense series. Do you feel like it's helpful to try to play off of that intensity and let it fuel you in games like this?
Creo que sí, cuando los juegos están así, ¿sabe? Como que tengo la facilidad de enfocarme, de hacer lo que tengo que hacer en el momento. Son juegos de emoción, son juegos, como nosotros decimos, calientes. Y creo que eso es parte del pelotero. Nos gusta esos momentos también para demostrar de qué estamos hechos.
I think so. I definitely think that the atmosphere and just the type of game, that's the scenario that we're in, fuels us out there. I think all that, I take all that in, and it just helps us perform to the best of my ability.
Adolis, amazing performance. Congratulations. And we'll see you Thursday's workout day at Globe Life Field. So congratulations.
Thank you.